Hey guys, happy Monday and welcome to Mindful Mondays. Mindful Mondays is a segment where I stop by for a few minutes to give you actionable advice that you can use to start the week and apply to your life immediately, or at least ponder upon for the near future. Every Monday, join me and let's get our minds ready to tackle what the week has in store for us. Now this week, I want to talk about worth, knowing your worth and knowing that you are worthy. No one's going to ever pay you what you're worth. They'll only pay you what you think you're worth. I saw this on a TED Talk. I like to randomly listen to TED Talks, and I thought, wow, no one will ever pay you what you're worth. They will only pay you what they think you are worth. So what do you bring to the table? Do you bring the table? Now, I've been working on knowing what my worth is because I feel like I had lost myself a while ago and forgot who the hell I am and what my worth is. I seem to have forgotten that I am worthy of everything that I'm receiving and more. I took a step back and I reevaluated my worth in my work, my worth as a woman, even my worth as a mother. It's so easy to forget because we live in this world where everything goes by so fast. Last week, I touched briefly on the Kobe Bryant tragedy. And honestly, saying it doesn't even feel real. I grew up watching and playing basketball. And although I was all day an Allen Iverson fan, he was the rebel, it's undeniable that Kobe was one of the greats. And the greats don't die, right? Wrong. None of us are above death, no matter the amount of power or money that you may have. Okay, let's get back to the topic at hand because I can sit here and talk about that all day long and how that tragedy has lit a fire under my ass to work harder and to leave a legacy behind. But I can't leave that legacy here for my child or for my family if I don't know my own worth. I've been working so hard for the last few months. A lot has changed for me even before I began my 21-day fast that I just finished last month. So I was experiencing challenges and tests beforehand, and I was getting to new levels in my life, and these new levels came with new responsibilities. Now that I've been working to keep growing my business, I've received some shocking news that it was very unexpected. I got a message from my daughter's dad letting me know that I would no longer be receiving child support from him. Now, keep in mind, I didn't receive child support from him for years, and it wasn't until 2017, after a 4 or 5 year legal battle to get divorced, the courts finally established child support. I'm not sure if it's in every state, but in the state of Florida, if you're married, you have to go through divorce to establish a child support. I know what it feels like to not receive any help, but this time it was different. It hit me different. I was in the middle of my fast and I lost my mind. Immediately, that devil on my shoulder told me, hey girl, you got to go get a job now. I started to doubt my worth. I started to doubt what I've been working on. And I even sent out an email to a program director and said, hey, I want that job now. Please give it to me. But why? I tried to ask myself over and over again, why was I now all of a sudden so damn scared? If I lost this check, what does it matter? I'm making money. I have income coming in. What is the problem? And the problem was that I wasn't sure of my worth. I haven't felt worthy of everything that I have coming my way. But until I decide to accept the blessings that have been coming my way, I'm not going to be able to have open arms to receive anymore. My hands are closed. I literally cannot grab my blessings that are coming. And that goes for you too. So think about it. If you have your hands closed, can you really receive anything else? So after about 48 hours of straight panic attacks and ridiculous dramatics, because you guys know me and I am dramatic, I put my thinking cap back on. And within 5 days, I made 1 month's worth of child support that I would have gotten from my child's father. I had to know my worth of what I was bringing to the table as an entrepreneur. And I realized that if I don't see my value, no one else will. I doubt myself so much. I self-sabotage so much. I've had people tell me that what I charge is too much for the work that I do. And I have others tell me that I'm cutting myself short. But only I know how much my product is worth. No one else but me puts together all of the work and communicates with my students all day. That's all me. I set my own price because I think that I'm worth that. So I want everybody to know what they're worth, even when it comes to having a job. I'll tell you a quick story. You guys know I love to give stories. So sometimes it's those closest to you that will never, ever see your worth. Let me actually sip some of this wine. It is early in the morning. I lied. It's noon, so it's okay. Okay, quick story. It's those that are closest to you that will never see your worth. I went back to school for accounting because my goal was to graduate, go work for some big company, play with their money, and then come back and run the accounting for my father's family business. That was the plan I talked about with my dad. I don't think the accountant listens to this show, hopefully, fingers crossed. But honey, I was coming for her job. I knew that I could do everything that she had been doing for years and so much more. Unfortunately, my father passed away a year before I graduated, but I was already working as an accountant for years. Once I walked across that stage, I knew what I was worth because I had already been working as a staff accountant for several years, like I said, without my degree. So these companies found out that I didn't have my actual bachelor's, which I didn't lie. They just didn't care because I was already doing the work, and they had me go back, which is the only reason why I went back to school. You know, corporations now, they want that degree to prove something. It's so dumb, but it is what it is. That's how corporate works. Well, once I graduated, I was done. I knew I couldn't accept anything from anywhere less than X amount. That was my worth. So when I go back to the family business and I'm in talks to keep working there, I'm offered by my mother way less than I knew that I was worth. I wrote down my proposal of what I knew I was bringing to the table, what I was bringing to the business. But like I said, it be those closest to you that don't even see you. They don't even see your worth. I had to make a choice, but really that choice was made for me. I couldn't understand it then, and I questioned those circumstances for so long. And honestly, if I'm frankly honest with you and transparent, I still do question it sometimes. But that's when I take a step back and I look at where I am today. If I settle for what others think I'm worth, I'm sending a clear and loud message that I don't think I can do any better. I don't think I can get any better. I'm sending a clear message that I don't know my own worth. So if you're in a current position right now and you're working towards bettering that position, know your worth. Know that you don't need to settle. Now, that doesn't mean up and quit tomorrow. Please don't do that, because you're not going to come over here and blame me and tell me I got to pay your light bill, because baby, I am not going to do it. So don't just up and quit, but definitely start working towards getting what you're worth. Walk like what you're worth. Speak like what you're worth, because you now have to change the perception that others have of you. You have been settling for way too long, and honey, others notice. You notice, and you know when they're looking at you because they've noticed. As a woman, I also settled for years. I didn't know I was settling for some time, but then I figured it out. And then once I figured it out, I still settled because of what other people had to say. Listen, I took a step back there too, and I realized I'm a damn good woman. I might be a little on the crazy side, but that's besides the point. But I can cook, I can clean. Okay, well, I hired the lady to clean. You know, shit's gonna get cleaned. I'm loving, I'm loyal. I can be an equal partner to a man. And even though I get overwhelmed, I know I'm a damn good mother. So why the hell am I settling? So I started to walk like what I deserved, and I started to speak like what I was worth. And that's exactly what I got. And now that I have it, I still make it known that I know what I'm worth, and I'll be taking nothing less. I expect loyalty and respect. And when that is not giving, I will no longer be giving my all. And I might not even stay. Respect me so I can respect you. Give me what I'm worth so I can give you what you're worth. As people, we have to be assertive, because this goes for men as well. But if I speak to you, that woman that has been in my shoes, or you're currently in a previous stage that I was in, baby girl, don't give up. Don't settle. Know that you're worthy, and always know what your worth is, and add tax to that bitch, baby. I'm serious. Add tax to it. I'm praying for each and every single one of you and myself. And I hope that if you don't know your worth yet, you begin to figure it out. I truly think it's an ever-changing worth, because we grow, and as time goes by, we're worth so much more than we were before. I can't expect to have what I have today when I wasn't worthy of it back then. Now, on Mondays, I want to keep you updated on the books that I'm listening to or reading. And I'm still listening to Ryan Holiday's The Obstacle is the Way, The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph. Ryan Holiday shows in this book the most successful people in history, from John D. Rockefeller to Amelia Earhart. Actually, I don't know who she was. Earhart, I think is her name. Oh, it's such a good story. Ulysses Grant, Steve Jobs, and they show how they have applied stoicism to overcome difficult or even impossible situations. So this is the reason why I got drawn to it. It's like if you're feeling frustrated, demoralized, or stuck in a rut, the book can help you turn problems into your biggest advantages. And it really has helped me. I've switched my perception of so many things that have been happening to me because of this book. So if you want to join me in listening to this book or any other book of your choice, it really doesn't matter. You can do so for free at audibletrial.com/shit I'm30. Also, if you've been thinking of starting a podcast just like this one, or you know someone that has, I'm a podcast coach, and I'm also the founder of the Idea to Launch Academy. My Launch Your Podcast in 30 Days course is now open for enrollment. Not only is it a step-by-step how to launch your own show, literally from the idea of the show to the launch, but I have an entire section on how to market the show afterwards. If you launched your show and you're struggling with consistency, I also have available a 12-month planner that will help you brainstorm and organize yourself so you can stay consistent with your content. Consistency is the only thing that will help you have a successful podcast. And if you're not sure if podcasting or my course is for you, I do offer 15-minute complimentary calls with me personally. The calendar is open only on Mondays, and they've actually filled up pretty quickly. So if you want to go ahead and schedule that with me as well, before you commit to anything, I'm more than willing to do that with you. All of these will be tagged in the description of the episode. Now, if you enjoyed this episode all about knowing your worth, make sure to tweet me at Carla Wilmares or on Instagram, share with your friends, tag me on social media. I love to see who's listening, and I love to hear your thoughts as well. Make sure that if you haven't rated and subscribed to the show, please do so. It helps me greatly. And the best thing about it is that it doesn't cost you a thing, but maybe 60 seconds of your time, and I will forever be grateful to you. Now, this is a new Monday, a new week with new goals, and it is a good day to have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.